In this video, I'm going to show you how to fix Nintendo Switch 2 battery life. Now, there's multiple things that we can do in order to fix the battery life. And the first thing that I recommend that you guys do is lower the screen brightness. So to do that, what you want to do is you want to go to system settings just like so. Then you want to go ahead and select on screen brightness just like this. So at the moment, I currently have my Nintendo Switch 2 connected to a TV, but if you have it in the handheld, then you are able to adjust the brightness, and you really want to make sure you turn it down because having higher brightness will obviously drain the battery life significantly more. Make sure to turn down your screen brightness to a point where it is comfortable for you, where you're still able to see the game, but obviously you don't want to have it all the way up turned up to the maximum amount. And while we're here, what I recommend that you guys also do is turn off your Bluetooth and your Wi-Fi if you are not using it. So if you're playing a game that doesn't require Wi-Fi or doesn't require Bluetooth or anything like that, I suggest turning both of those off, and that is actually going to help you save power, especially in the handheld mode. So guys, if you're on a handheld, then I recommend that you guys go ahead and turn that off, especially if you're playing a game that doesn't require you to have Wi-Fi and stuff like that. The next thing that you guys could do is turn off your controller vibration. So as you all know, whenever you play certain Nintendo Switch games, your controllers will vibrate and stuff like that, and that actually does take up a significant amount of power. So guys, in order to turn that off, what you want to do is you want to go ahead and scroll down to, you see controllers and accessories. Yep, here you go. And then you should see this option that says controller vibration, and you want to go ahead and turn that off. And that is going to help you get better battery life out of your Nintendo Switch 2. Okay, now let's go ahead and actually talk about the game itself that you're using, because that also does play a factor. So some Nintendo Switch 2 games may have a performance versus quality mode. So you always want to choose the lower end graphics, for example, because that is actually going to help you out, and that is going to give you better game performance on the Nintendo Switch 2. So it is a little bit unfortunate how you are sacrificing graphics. However, if you want to get the best battery life out of your Nintendo Switch 2, then those are some of the things that you will need to do. And it's a little bit unfortunate because, like the Nintendo Switch 2, it's not a cheap console, but it still has terrible battery life. Okay, another thing that I recommend that you guys do is avoid heating. So guys, if you have your Nintendo Switch 2 in the handheld position, you want to avoid high temperatures because that is going to drain your battery faster. So you never want to leave your Nintendo Switch 2 out in the sun or anything like that. That is absolutely going to cook your battery life. Do not put it near the sun or anything like that. Make sure that the screen isn't facing directly the sun. I recommend playing like in a shade. Maybe if you're outside, play it underneath a tree or something like that, or even in a cafe. There is many great alternatives that you guys could actually play on. And obviously, you always want to make sure that you're using the official Nintendo Switch 2 charger, because third-party chargers can cause inefficient charging or battery wear. So it's really important that you're only using the Nintendo Switch official charger. Okay, now many of you guys are probably asking, when should I seek repair? When should I actually contact like a repair shop or anything like that? And in my opinion, if the battery drains extremely fast, and I'm talking under an hour to 2 hours, then yeah, at that point, you're probably better off getting your Nintendo Switch 2 system checked, even a replacement battery or something like that. But that should be your absolute last resort. Please try everything that I mentioned in this video previously before you do that. If you guys found this video helpful, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next tutorial.